Hey y'all, my name is Ashley and today I'm going to be sharing my April favorites. I've been trying to do this monthly. I know I'm a little late, but I do have 10 favorites in front of me that I loved during the month of April, including, and some products that are like, oh my God, why is this a favorite? But it is. So if that sounds good to you, then keep on watching. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I had plans to post this video last week and I've had a bit of a rough go of it. So I haven't It's been a lot of stress in my personal life and I just haven't had any motivation. But the videos that I have posting this week, unfortunately, none of them are actually me sitting down and doing my makeup. And that's just because of where I'm at and how I'm feeling. So if you can get through this week, next week I do have quite a few videos where I am doing my makeup, but it's just how I feel. So I have 10 products and I'm gonna go ahead and start off with skincare, kind of like how I do every single month. And this one's a bit odd. It's these. These are silicone face masks that you use to put on your face to keep your face mask in place so you don't have to lay there. It's so you can multitask and still do your skincare or a face mask or a treatment while cleaning up, while making dinner, while feeding your dogs, anything at all. And these are so handy. These are really inexpensive. I got them from Amazon. I believe I got a 3-pack, but I can only find 2. Something tells me my dog ate one because this is the material that he will eat. But I have loved these and they've made my life so much easier. So that is why they were a favorite this month. It's not something that I recently purchased. In fact, I've had these for years. I just rediscovered them while I'm in the process of unpacking and bringing stuff back to my house, which that's a whole different story. Now this one I got in like a little kit. So I think back in January, before I went to Spain, I bought this little skincare kit to take with me and to travel with. And it was from Summer Fridays. It had some under eye masks, a mist, a serum, an eye serum. It had like just a little selection of Summer Fridays products in mini forms. And one of those products was the Jet Lag Deep Hydration Serum. I've been loving this. I'm gonna have to go buy a full size soon because I don't think there's much left in here at all. But I have had the problem of finding a moisturizer lately that isn't too thick that I can use before I put my makeup on. Everything else that I have was like too thick and it wasn't working for me. And I started putting this in place of a moisturizer and it's been really helpful where I'm getting the moisturized, where I'm moisturizing my face, but it's not too heavy, not too thick, and I can still use makeup with it. So because of that, it's a favorite and I've been loving it. And like I said, I'm gonna have to go get a full size of this. I don't know how much it costs. I hope it's not like I'm hoping it's not ridiculously expensive. Now, this one is a product I rediscovered, and I've used products from this brand for years now. And this is the Not Your Mother's brand. This is the Beach Babe Texturizing Sea Salt Spray. Lately, I've been trying to do more with my hair that didn't involve a flat iron. Okay, today, no flat iron. I started using my Dyson again, which that was just collecting dust. I started using my waver again, which is what I have done today. Actually, this is leftover from waving it yesterday. It still looks pretty good. I'm just saying. But before I wave my hair or before I use my Dyson to add some like curls to my hair or add some like waves to my hair, I would put this in my hair. That this product helps everything kind of last a little bit longer without having to use hairspray. So when I was using my Dyson, my air wrap, I would go ahead and put like those like blowout style curls into my hair and it wouldn't last that long on me. I have a lot of hair, I don't have layers, and it's just heavy. But if I would wet my hair for my Dyson, I would also spray this on my hair, brush it through, use the attachments to give that blowout look. It would hold so much better with this sea salt spray. So this like kind of gives texture to your hair. It's supposed to like, you know, give you that beachy vibe. It has a nice scent to it. It smells like coconuts. It smells like being on the beach. But I've really been enjoying this to kind of add volume to my hair, texture to my hair, and honestly to get my hair styled to last a little bit longer and not be weighed down by the weight of my hair. Now this one I had to pull out this month because the temperatures have been rising and I have been sweating. And that is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. I love this product. I mean, it's very obvious that this is a go-to product for me. But in the winter, I wasn't using it as much, or when it was colder outside, just because I wasn't really worried that my makeup would sweat off. But now that we've had some very hot days here in Texas, this has been put back into my makeup routine. It is not part of my skincare routine, but it's not part of my makeup routine. It's like that in between. I've talked about this before. This is the product that I use after I put on like my moisturizer and SPF, let it sit, then get into another primer to go ahead and put on my face. So it's kind of like the bridge between skincare and makeup. But I love this product. It really does what it says, where it keeps everything kind of mattified, doesn't sweat your makeup off, the oils don't break through. And as the summer gets on, I become a very oily bitch. And this prevents me from being an oily bitch. Now this palette, I'm pretty sure if you own this palette, and everyone, it's like a favorite for everyone right now. And this is from Nomad. This is the Aurora Cruise Intense Shimmer Palette. Now, for me, this is not a palette that I use on its own. I always have another palette out to use it with. I did not use it today. I am filming today. It is also May the 4th. So I did a little Star Wars inspired look. I did reach for this palette to create my Star Wars inspired look. But this palette, I have used it with the palette that it came out with, but also with other palettes. I have mixed it with Pat McGrath palette. I have mixed it with Milk Cosmetics palettes. I will mix this palette with any of my palettes to get like some really high shine and like really bold pops of shimmer. This palette's gonna be fantastic for the summer. I feel like this is gonna stay on my favorites list, but I really have been enjoying this. And anytime I wanna add shine to my lids, this is the palette I pick up. I actually don't have any shine to my lids today at all. Like I said, I went for a Star Wars inspired look, so majority of my eyeshadow is black with some yellow. In fact, I'm gonna give you a little close up because I'm pretty proud of it. You know, I did the black and the yellow and some stars. It's like a subtle Star Wars vibe is what I was going for. And call it subtly Star Wars. Now this is a repeat from last month. And it is from Milk Cosmetics in collaboration with Edward Scissorhands. But this is the Because You Asked Me To powder blush. This is the blush that I've been using almost every single day. I love this shade of blush because it is a blush that you kind of have to build up to get the pigment that you wanted, but it also is like a beautiful coral shade. So for me, it's perfect for that kind of sun-kissed look, which is why I've been reaching for it a lot, because I do love the heavy bronzer and the coral blushes this time of year. Actually, now until August. But this is the blush that I've been reaching for, and I cannot stop putting it down. And now I'm really sad because it's sold out on Milk Cosmetics website. Pretty sure it's not gonna ever come back in stock, and I probably should have picked up a backup. And I didn't. So hopefully next month I can put this down for a little bit and use some different blushes, so that way I don't use this all up in 1 year. Now this product is a product that I think I got it for Christmas. I'm pretty sure that's when I got it. And I saw quite a few content creators pull this product out and saying how it's the best highlighter that they own. And I was like, I think I own that. And I haven't really been into putting on highlight lately. And I've been slowly dipping my toes back into doing it. And I started using this one from Dior. This is the Forever Glow Luminizer in the shade Gold Halo. So it's like a champagne gold shade. It kind of reminds me, like shade-wise, of the Ambrisi highlighter that everybody loves, like that iconic product. It looks a little pink in the pan. It is not pink. It is definitely more of that champagne-y gold. And this is a really beautiful, like lightly luminous highlighter where it's not chunky. It just gives you a nice, beautiful glow. For me, I'm not a fan of the chunky highlights anymore. In fact, I take my chunky highlighters that I have now and I kind of use them as eye toppers. It's just, I have a lot of texture on my face, and the chunkier the highlights, the easier to see my texture. And as somebody with acne scars and acne on my face, I'm not trying to make it, you know, more apparent. But this does give a beautiful glow to the skin. And so when you're going for that bronzy, sun-kissed look, this is it. So I've really been enjoying it, and I was kind of inspired by other content creators. Like, oh shit, I have that. I probably should, you know, dig through my drawers a little bit more often, which this month I do plan on doing in the month of May. I have some videos planned where I'm going to be going through my makeup and using products and I'm stuck in a rut right now. I'm using the same stuff over and over again, and it's time to break out of that. But like I said, I'm kind of going through it, and you know what, today's the day. I need to get out of it. I need to get out of this little funk that I'm in, and that's my goal. Now, I've spent quite a bit of time outside in the month of April. I spend a lot of time outside in the warmer weather anyway. And this is a product that I have purchased and repurchased in the past. I do love it. And this is from Pore. This is the Rose Gold Sun Shield Body Glow. It's got SPF 45 in it, but this makes your skin look so glowy and healthy. Oh, I love it. So this has been the SPF that I've been reaching for a lot lately. I mean, it works as an SPF, but also just how glowy your skin looks. I'm just gonna rub some on right now. And it is like that gel oil formula, which I kind of like. It's super hydrating on your skin as well, but it just makes your whole, like wherever you apply it, just look so glowy and so healthy that I love it. I went to the beach and I wore this there. I even wore this on my legs when I was at kids' lacrosse games and when I have sat by the pool in my backyard. And it's just so glowy, makes your skin look healthy. And like, even though it is shimmery, it's not like chunks of shimmer. It's just that beautiful glow and healthiness and sun-kissed kind of vibe. And it smells delicious. Man, I have had this product for a month in my collection. I've used so much of it. I'm so glad I have a backup. I bought a backup when it was on sale during like that time, not during the Sephora sale, but like before when there was like daily deals that were 50% off. This is the Sol de Janeiro Body Bottlata Vitamin Infused Lotion in the Cheirosa 62 scent, which is like that signature scent that like all the girlies go crazy for on TikTok. This lotion is really nice. Even though it's super lightweight, it's very, very hydrating. I like to use this one during the day. At night, I usually use thicker body butters, ones that kind of make you greasy, to be honest, before I go to bed. So I still want to put lotion on in the morning. This is what I use, and it layers nicely with all of my summer scents. I like to make sure my lotion is going to match the scent I'm going to wear that day. But this, I mean, if you know the Cheirosa 62 scent, you know it smells delicious, but a little goes a long way. There's a lot of product in here. It's almost 14 ounces. I have no idea how much I have left. I would say about half of this is already gone, and that's within a month. But it is really, really nice. I'm excited that they just launched 2 more scents, and they just launched this same one, but with like a bit of a shimmer to it. I definitely want to get my hands on that one. I think they've already launched on Sol de Janeiro's website. I don't think they're in Sephora yet. So it depends if I'm going to go pick them up in store or if I'm just gonna like get over myself and just buy it from Sol de Janeiro. I haven't decided. I'm definitely excited about the other scents in this same kind of formulation. And then the last product is actually a trio. And I kind of cheated because I tried to keep my favorites to 10 products, but technically I bought all these 3 products in a bundle. So that's just one purchase, even though it's 3 products. And these are from Sol de Janeiro as well, but this was their destination drop, their limited edition scents for the summer season. So there are 3 scents. You got Cheeky Bikini, which is going to be, oh, I can't read that. It's going to be Apricot Nectar, Crushed Orange Blossom, and Sheer Vanilla. Then you have the Lemonada Gelada, which is going to be Brazilian Lemonade Accord, Coconut Milk, and Brown Sugar. And then finally, the Refresco Paraiso. If I'm saying that right. I'd like to hope I'm saying it right. But it is the Rainforest Orchid, Sea Breeze, and Brazilian Blue Cactus. So I have been playing around with all of these. I've been wearing rather them on their own or in combination with other scents or even layering them together. And I've really been enjoying all 3. Now, you got 2 that are definitely on the sweeter side, which are gonna be Cheeky Bikini and Lemonada Gelada. I would say out of these 2, the sweetness, I feel like this is going to be like everyone's favorite because it's just like that. It's like a sweeter scent that's kind of like, I don't want to say girly, but it is so girly, to be honest. But it's definitely like a daytime scent, and it reminds you of, you know, going to the beach. This one does have that lemon note to it. And me personally, I'm not a big fan of lemons. But layering these two together, they do smell really, really nice. This Cheeky Bikini also layers really nicely with any of your Charosta 62 products. And then finally, this one's a little bit more complex. It's a little muskier, but it's also like a clean, more fresh scent as well. But this one has definitely been my favorite overall. So like you can see how much of this one I've used compared to, well, actually I would say these two are about the same. So I've used these two about the same, and I think I've used this one the least. Yeah, I've used this one the least. But it's the lemonade part. I'm not a big lemonade girly, but I still like it. It's just not my favorite out of all three. But when it comes to this one, it kind of reminds me, like the scent is what you would want to put on after you've gone to the beach all day and you go home and you take that shower to rinse all the sand and the sunscreen off, and then you apply this and it's like a fresh but still beachy scent. That's what it reminds me of. It also smells very similar to Vacation's After Sun line. So like if you have the body spray from Vacation or even like the After Sun gel, very, very similar. But I've been enjoying them. They all layer together, which I think that's like the whole point of all three of these products coming out together and being able to purchase in a bundle, that they're intended to layer well together, and they do, but they do layer with other scents as well. And I do enjoy every year when Sol de Janeiro does these limited edition drops. I am a little bit of a greedy bitch. I do have them all. All right, y'all, so these were my April favorites. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite products that you used in the month of April. New, old, it can be whatever you like. And it doesn't even have to be makeup related. You could be like, oh, I really liked these pickle chips from Trader Joe's. Those pickle chips from Trader Joe's are really, really good. But thank y'all for watching, and until next time, bye y'all.